Hey everyone! And today we're going to talk about a problem that affects us all. Concentration, or rather, the lack of it. You feel it too, right? This difficulty in staying focused, in completing a task without being interrupted, without checking your phone every 2 minutes. We live in a world saturated with information, notifications, and constant demands. Our brains, used to a slower pace, are completely overwhelmed. And the worst part is, this lack of focus has a huge impact on our lives. Procrastination, difficulty learning, working effectively, mental fatigue. In this video, we're going to break down the 7 main reasons why we can't focus anymore. But most importantly, we're going to see how to regain control and get laser-sharp focus. Open your eyes, we are constantly bombarded with information. Emails, notifications, social media, videos, advertisements. Did you know that it is estimated that we consume an average of 34 gigabytes of information per day? That's huge! Our brains haven't evolved at this speed. It's designed to handle a much simpler environment with limited information. Result? It's saturated. Imagine your brain as a colander. If you throw too many things in it at the same time, it can't hold everything. That's exactly what happens with information overload. We're constantly juggling dozens of mental tabs, and our attention is fragmented. It's impossible to focus on just one thing when our brain is constantly being pulled in all directions. And the worst part is, it's no coincidence that we're constantly distracted. Apps and digital platforms are designed to capture our attention and monetize it. This is called the attention economy. Every notification, every like, every infinite scroll is designed to keep you hooked for as long as possible. These apps exploit our dopamine mechanisms. Each interaction releases a small dose of dopamine, the pleasure hormone. Result, we become addicted to these little stimulations and we have trouble disconnecting. It's like we're constantly playing a slot machine. We know we're not necessarily going to win every time, but the hope of reward keeps us hooked. And meanwhile, our concentration takes a hit. The problem is, we've become addicted to this hyperstimulation. We're zapping from one task to another, from one screen to another, without ever taking the time to settle down. We've become the kings of multitasking, replying to an email while watching a video, all while scrolling through Instagram. We think we're saving time, but in reality it's the opposite. Every mental switch, every change of focus has a cognitive cost. Our brain needs time to readjust, to refocus. And by constantly switching from one thing to another, we deplete our mental energy reserves. This is called cognitive fatigue. Result, we are mentally exhausted, unable to concentrate for more than a few minutes on a task. We become unable to engage in activities that require sustained mental effort. Chapter 4. The absence of boredom. And the worst part is, we're actually afraid of boredom. As soon as we have 5 minutes to spare, we grab our phones, check our notifications, or watch a video. We avoid boredom like the plague. Yet, boredom is essential for concentration. It's in those empty moments when our brain isn't stimulated that it can rest and regenerate. It's also in those moments that our brain can make connections between ideas, that it can be creative. By trying to fill every empty moment, we prevent our brain from functioning properly. We deprive ourselves of those moments of reflection, of introspection, which are essential for our mental well-being. And as if all that wasn't enough, our modern lifestyles don't help matters. Lack of sleep, poor diet, chronic stress, all these factors contribute to weakening our concentration. Lack of sleep in particular has a devastating impact on our brain. When we lack sleep, our brain doesn't have time to rest and regenerate properly. Result, we are tired, irritable, and our concentration takes a hit. Similarly, a poor diet, rich in fast sugars and saturated fats, will deprive our brain of the nutrients it needs to function properly. And stress, omnipresent in our modern lives, acts like a real poison for our brain, disrupting its function and harming our concentration. The problem is, we're caught in a vicious cycle. The more we get used to digital dopamine, to the constant stimulation of screens, the more tasks that require concentration seem boring. Reading a book, writing an article, thinking about a complex problem, all these activities, however essential for personal and professional development, seem insurmountable to us. We have become addicted to instant gratification, and we have trouble projecting ourselves into activities that require time and energy. Result, we procrastinate, we postpone important tasks, and we end up frustrated and dissatisfied. And yes, you heard right. Concentration is like a muscle. If we don't train it, it atrophies. The problem is, we live in a world that doesn't encourage us to train our concentration. On the contrary, we are encouraged to do the exact opposite. Be constantly connected, multitask, answer our emails at all hours. Result? We have lost the habit of focusing on one thing at a time. Reading a book without interruption, meditating for 10 minutes, writing an article without checking your phone. All these activities which were once commonplace now require considerable effort. So, how do we get out of this vicious cycle and regain a steel-like focus? Don't panic, all is not lost. In my next video, I'll give you 7 concrete solutions that you can apply right now to strengthen your concentration and regain control of your attention. We'll talk about time management techniques, meditation, digital minimalism, and much more. So, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and see you soon for the next installment.